this story is going to grow and grow and grow, and Rahm Emanuel of Chicago is going to be imperiled by this story if he's not imperiled right now. You've got the $5 million settlement that the Reverend Sharpton just mentioned. You've got the failure, actually, of the Chicago news media, the Tribune and the Sun-Times, to cover this story. It was an independent journalist who sued and finally got the tape released. And that leads, you've got Lisa Madigan, the Attorney General, whose father is a power in the legislature calling for an independent investigation. And lastly, and most importantly, you have the tape. In any professional police department, that tape has got to have been witnessed, watched, looked at, commented upon within 12 hours of that shooting. It had to have been. If not, then you need a whole new homicide unit. You need a whole new internal affairs unit.
There are other cops
you need a whole new police hierarchy. There were multiple numbers of reporting vehicles.
Who erased the surveillance tapes?
At the
McDonald, at Burger King.
And there's a police report that is not reflected on the video. There's a police report that suggests that he was charging the cops. So I also, just as a political matter, Rahm is a political figure, have never seen sort of an indictment like the one in the New York Times. I mean, you know, they say the video like this in Chicago could have buried Emanuel's chances for re-election. It would have ended the career of a police superintendent. So the wheels of justice ground to a halt. I mean, I don't know, as a political figure, how you, I mean, we've all been clear on the substance, and it's terrible for the mayor, but I don't know, as a political matter, how you survive something like that.
I want to know more. Gene Robinson, chime in.
Well, I agree exactly with what Nicole just said. I don't know how Rahm Emanuel survives. This is atrocious. It's appalling. And given the fact that the clear inference here is that this was all kept under wraps so that he could win this close election. And I mean, that's just a clear inference we have to draw, absent any evidence to the contrary. So there's not only the whole culture of the police department that obviously needs to be looked at, and I'll bet there were voices in the police department that were naysayers and that said, hold it, this is wrong, and I hope we hear those voices. But you got to look right at Rahm Emanuel. I don't know what the recall process is like in Chicago, but I think people are going to be looking into that, and I think he's